Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope y'all are having a great day today. So we're going to be taking another look at the new Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Foundation. So I reviewed this yesterday. I really liked it, and I said in that review that this was reminding me a lot of the Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. So today we're going to be doing a side-by-side comparison of these two. I do already have them on, so let me know which side you think is which, because it may be like this or it may be like this. So let me know which one you think is which. But I'm going to take you back. I'm going to show you how they compare on initial application, and then we're going to see like the differences in the comparisons between the two, and then we're going to wear test them today to see which one wears better up against my oily skin. So I am really excited, so let's jump right into it. Okay, so because I've already tested out both of these foundations without a primer, today I am going to wear my Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm powder. This is what I usually use as a primer. I've been wearing the Makeup Forever foundation lately, and I always wear that with the Danessa Myricks underneath it. So I feel like, just to make it kind of fair, I also want to test the Makeup by Mario one with this primer underneath. So I am applying this primarily to my T-zone area. And if you're not familiar with this particular product, if you have oily skin, it's really good at helping to keep your oils at bay while you're wearing foundation, or if you're wearing this, you know, on its own. So I know you can't really see that product, but I have that applied, you know, to the T-zone area. So we're going to do Makeup by Mario on this side of the face. I'm just going to shake it up just a little bit. And I am using two different brushes for this, so I'm going to stick with the same brush that I used yesterday to apply Makeup by Mario, and then I'll show you the other brush that I'm going to use for Makeup Forever in just a second. So I'm going to start off with just like a half a pump of the foundation, and I'm just going to blend it out the normal way. And I'll be sure to put the shades that I'm using on the screen, but for Makeup by Mario, I am the shade 19C, and I can't remember what my Makeup Forever shade is off the top of my head, 3R58, but I'll make sure that they're on the screen. So both of these foundations are supposed to be a natural finish, buildable, medium coverage. Let me check Makeup Forever really quickly, because I feel like Makeup Forever might be medium to full. No, the Makeup Forever one is also just like a straight medium coverage, and I can't remember when I tested that out if I felt like I could get more than medium, but you know, we'll revisit that today. So this is one layer of the Makeup by Mario foundation. So let's move over to the other side. We're going to put Makeup Forever over here, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just doing like half a pump. And for this side, I'm going to use my other favorite foundation brush. This is foundation brush number 1 from Merit Beauty. So the brush heads do look different. They're different in shape, but the density of the brushes are pretty much the same. So I like to try to use brushes that are going to kind of like spread out the product like the same when I'm doing these side-by-side comparisons. So the first thing that I'm noticing is I feel like the Makeup Forever one, the shade match is just a little bit better. Both of these are actually cool undertones, which y'all know how rare that is for me, but I feel like the Makeup Forever one is maybe, I don't know, it just feels like it's looking more like my skin compared to the Makeup by Mario one. The Makeup by Mario one is giving me like a better, like a more flawless look right off the bat. Do y'all agree with that? I wasn't expecting that. Like, I was expecting like the same on both sides. Now my skin is not doing as well over here too, so keep that in mind, because I'm having a little bit of a breakout over here. So the Makeup by Mario one is laying like on better skin right now, but I don't know, they don't look as similar as I was expecting. My first impression is I'm liking the Makeup by Mario one better, and I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting it to be kind of difficult to differentiate between the two, but I'm definitely liking this side better. But let's go back on both sides and build up a little bit. So I'm gonna do another like half a pump. Yeah, the Makeup by Mario one is just looking a bit more flawless than Makeup Forever so far. We're also definitely going to test though, like how they wear during the day. Okay, and then another half a pump of Makeup Forever. I do feel like the Makeup Forever one is a bit more buildable, even though it's only supposed to be a medium coverage. I do feel like I'm getting medium over here, but that second layer is giving me more coverage than the first layer, because to me now it's looking a bit more equal. Whereas I noticed when I did Makeup by Mario yesterday that when you put on a second layer, it doesn't really give you more coverage. It just blends in kind of effortlessly with the first layer. And with Makeup Forever, I feel like I definitely got more coverage, more of like a flawless looking finish when I put on that second layer. Okay, so things will look a little bit better when I finish up the rest of my makeup. But first impression wise, what do you guys think? So again, Makeup by Mario over here, Makeup Forever over here. I do think that I am liking Makeup by Mario better so far. Like, this has been like my go-to foundation for the past like couple of months. Like, I can't put this down. But first impression, I'm liking Makeup by Mario a little bit better. So let me quickly put on my concealer and then we'll set it and we'll see how it looks, how both of the foundations look side by side when I go in and set it with some powder. Okay, really quickly before I put the powder on, I just put my concealer on. So both of the foundations have been sitting on my face for about 3 to 5 minutes. Now remember yesterday when we did Makeup by Mario and I was saying that I didn't think that this foundation had any type of luminosity to it. So I did watch a couple of other reviews and a couple people were saying that they could see like little specks in the foundation. I don't see that in mine. Like, maybe I'm just not seeing it, but I just don't see it. But when you look at the foundation on my face compared to the Makeup Forever one, now I definitely see like that luminosity because the Makeup Forever one just isn't as luminous. Now this one isn't like overly luminous because I know for those of us with oily skin, we kind of don't want like all that glowy and luminosity to begin with because we're going to get shiny during the day. But this one just looks a little bit more like, I don't know, like alive on my face. Like I just feel like this side of my face looks a little bit brighter, a little bit more awake. The Makeup Forever one looks nice. It looks nice and skin-like like it normally does, but it just kind of like dulls in comparison to Makeup by Mario. So I wanted y'all to see that comparison before I go in and set it. So I'm going to take my Kosas powder per the usual, and I'm just going to set, oh my goodness, I didn't set my under eye. Hold on. I'm just patting back over my concealer really quickly because I forgot to set my under eye. Okay, now let me go back to setting the rest of the face. Yeah, and even as I'm putting this powder on, I mean, we all know that powder is going to mattify your liquid foundation, but even with this powder on, the Makeup by Mario one is just looking, now it's looking more luminous, a bit more glowy compared to Makeup Forever. I still think that both of them look really nice, but I'm just very shocked that I like Makeup by Mario better so far. Like I really thought that I was gonna have a hard time picking a favorite. So this is what it looks like after setting it down with the powder. I'm gonna quickly finish the rest of my makeup. I'll show y'all what that looks like, and then we're gonna get into the wear test of both of these foundations. Okay, so here is our look for today. So again, we have Makeup by Mario on this side of the face, and we have Makeup Forever over here. Let me know which side you guys are preferring. I am still liking Makeup by Mario, but we are going to wear test it to see which one wears better during the day. But first impression, I'm liking this side better. Let me know what y'all are thinking. So it's a little before 10:30 in the morning, so I'm gonna do a midway check-in, and then I'm gonna shoot for 8 hours, and then I will give y'all my final thoughts at the end. So I will see y'all later on. Okay, we're at the halfway mark. It's exactly 2:30, so it's been about 4 hours now. So this is what we're looking like. This is the Makeup by Mario side, and this is the Makeup Forever side. So in terms of how they're wearing, I think they're both wearing wearing pretty much the same. I think they're both wearing very well. I just happened to remember because I just wore this one yesterday. This one is wearing a lot better today than it did yesterday, but that's because I have the Danessa Myricks primer on underneath, so that's really helping to control the oil. I also had on a mask for about 2 hours, and I think that my makeup looks very much intact for me having had on a mask. I feel like I'm still liking the Makeup by Mario side better. It's kind of hard to explain because I think I said earlier that I think the Makeup Forever shade is a little bit better of a shade match, and I think I still agree with that, but the Makeup by Mario side just looks more alive, if that makes sense. Like, this side of my face just looks more, I guess, illuminated. Like, now I feel like I'm definitely seeing like that illumination up against another foundation that just looks a bit more natural, a bit more skin like. So I think I do still like this side better. Let me know what y'all think. I'm going to wear this for at least another 4 hours, and then we will wrap things up. Okay, so it is going on 7 o'clock, so we're basically like right past our 8-hour mark. So again, we have the Makeup by Mario foundation over here, and then we have Makeup Forever over here. So let me know which side you guys like best. Do you think one side wore better than the other, or do you think that they're pretty much the same? Like, just let me know what you guys like best in the comments. So in terms of how they wore, I think that they were pretty much the same in terms of like the level of shine that I have on both sides of the face. I did mention earlier that I had on a mask, and I think on both sides of the face the makeup pretty much stayed intact underneath the mask. Like, I think that they wore pretty much the same. But in terms of like just which one do I like better on my face, I think I have to go with Makeup by Mario. Like, I feel like this one just looks pretty much everything that I said earlier. Like, this one just looks a bit more like vibrant on my face. And although I do like the Makeup Forever side, I feel like the Makeup by Mario foundation is just making Makeup Forever just look a little bit, you know, like dull, just like not as vibrant as this side of my face. So I do feel like I like this one better. Now, I will say, I mentioned earlier that I watched some reviews and people were saying that they could see like little glittery specks, and there were a couple of people that could actually see it on their face. I don't see that at all. So I do think that I see a bit more of a luminous effect over here compared to the other foundation, but I don't see like any glitter or anything on my face, and I definitely don't see it in the bottle. Like, I don't know if I'm just missing it. To me, I'm not seeing that. So all I'm seeing is like the natural oils that are starting to come through on my face. And if you go back and watch the video, the review video on this, or this one too, you will notice that both of the foundations wore a lot better today than when I initially tested these out. That's definitely from the Danessa Myricks primer. So my face is a lot less shiny today than it was yesterday, and I know that that's the primer, but that's the only type of like glow that I'm noticing on my face, if that makes sense. So I think overall for me, the winner is definitely Makeup by Mario. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, please let me know by giving me a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel before you head out, and I will see y'all back here for my next one. Until then, take care. Have a good one, y'all. Bye.